The least sandpiper has a buffy streaked breast, while the back and wings are dark with a little bit of streaking. They have a dark crown with a thin, slightly decurved bill and yellow legs. They're the smallest sandpipers and are known as mud peeps. They weigh about 1 ounce and are only about 5 to 6 inches long, while the males slightly smaller than the females. They usually also have a hunched posture. Their call is high-pitched. Sandpipers will spend a lot of time on mud flats, beaches, and marshes, and inland they will use wet meadows, flooded fields, and muddy edges of lakes, ponds, and even ditches. They eat small invertebrates such as amphipods, isopods, gastropods, horseshoe crab eggs, water fleas, midges and flies, beetles, and dragonflies. They peck the surface and probe the mud for insects and can transport these quickly from their bills into their mouths using the surface tension of the water. Females can feed on larger prey than males as they have longer bills. They also eat seeds of marsh grasses. They breed in the Arctic tundra and boreal forests of the far north and will migrate thousands of miles to Chile and Brazil, probably non-stop for 1,800 to 2,500 miles. They will also winter in the southern United States. In the northeastern United States, we generally only see them during migration in the spring and fall, or occasionally in the winter. To begin the breeding season late in May, males will display by singing and flying in a fluttery circular pattern. He rises as much as 150 feet with his wings bent downward and vibrating while trilling repeatedly, sometimes gliding and finally diving to the ground. And he will sometimes sing from the ground. They defend the area around other males, which includes landing on another's back, sparring with the feet, and chasing each other. They nest in coastal wetlands, bogs, sedge meadows, and tussock heaths. To start building a nest, the male will press his body into tufts of short marsh grass in a damp area of the ground or in mossy hummocks to make a scrape. He'll make several scrapes before the female chooses one and finishes it before adding a lining of vegetation. The cup is about 2 inches across and 1.5 to 2 inches deep. She then lays 3 to 4 pale yellowish-brown spotted eggs, and they're incubated for 19 to 23 days. The female usually incubates during the evening, with the male incubating the rest of the day. The young will leave the nest within a day after hatching and start feeding themselves. The male will stay with them for a while to keep predators from killing them. Their predators are ravens, crows, gulls, sandhill cranes, jaegers, short-eared owls, Arctic foxes, and red foxes. During fall migration, they flock with other shorebirds, and they roost at night near their feeding area.